Why did you want to become a teacher?
Well, I never actually wanted to become a teacher. I used to be a librarian, and what it was when I worked as a part-time librarian, I saw teachers coming into the library and it looked quite interesting, the job that they did, and I thought, well, I've gone to university, I've got my degree in media and film, so I thought, why not give it a go, teaching students film and media, and that's how I fell into it, really.
Do you enjoy being a teacher?
I actually really enjoy my job, and it's good because no 2 days are the same, really, because each day brings its own challenges, and it's really rewarding sort of teaching students how to use edit suites and cameras and then seeing them create their own stories and films and things like that, and it's really good to be able to grade the work and get to see what they've produced and created.
Do you like work at Wilberforce College, and if you do, why?
Well, I've never actually worked anywhere else other than Wilberforce College, so I can't really compare. Well, as a teacher, I have done obviously other jobs, but as a teacher I've only ever worked at Wilberforce College, so it's difficult for me to compare what it would be like working at another college. So my experience here it's good. I've been here now nearly 10 years, so I enjoy working here, and all the staff are really friendly, and obviously the students are good to deal with. They're all nice people, and it's all good, really. Yeah, I enjoy my job.
What is the most enjoyable thing about being a teacher?
The most enjoyable thing about being a teacher is, I think, the idea that you do actually inspire students to maybe achieve well in life and go on to actually fulfill a career they're really interested in. Because I teach TV and film, I know of quite a few students who I used to teach who have then gone on to university, and some of them are actually now working in the TV and film industry in London and in Los Angeles. So it's nice when you actually see students fulfill their dreams, really. And if I was just a small part of that, then it makes me feel good knowing that, I've done something.
Become a teacher?
First of all, I went to university and did a law degree. I then worked as a solicitor for a couple of years, and then as the market crashed, all the finance systems went and jobs were going, so I was looking at other opportunities, and I met up with a friend, and she said, oh, we need a law teacher in our department. So I looked into it and started working there and did my PGCE. And not looked back ever since.
Do you enjoy working at Wilberforce College, and if so, why?
I do enjoy working at Wilberforce. It's much smaller than the institutions I've worked at before. So I've worked in big FE colleges before and been part of quite large teams, whereas here I'm part of a small team, and the college is very friendly and small and compact. It's a really nice atmosphere here.
Do you feel like you make a difference in student lives?
I think that we do make a difference in students' lives. Maybe not in the short term. I have taught many students over the years. I've been in teaching now for nearly 12 years, and I do know students who I've taught before, and they've gone on to have very successful careers. And it's then when you find out how much of a difference you've had in people's lives, because I think as a teenager you don't realise perhaps how much of an impact other people do have on you until you get a bit older and you start to look back on who's helped you get to where you actually are.
What was the highest hurdle you've come across whilst being a teacher?
Hardest hurdle for me definitely has been the organisation that's needed to be a teacher. which my law background gave me a really good grounding in. But actually to be a teacher you need to be super organised, be able to do the marking in your spare time, working in your holidays, and I think those types of things are what end up getting people a bit disillusioned from teaching, but it's something that if you can weather it and you can motivate yourself to do it, then it's something that's not too bad in the long run.
What is the most enjoyable thing about being a teacher?
I think it's the fact that it keeps you quite young. I get to do things as part of my job that I really enjoy. So I've been to Bangladesh and to Ghana, working with other schools out there. Every day in my classroom I generally have a really good time with the students. We have a nice laugh together. You can listen to the stories, which are always incredibly entertaining, and you get a really good rapport with young people, and I think that's really important for young people at the moment, so that they have a good rapport with people who are older than them, and they know that they can talk to people that have got authority in a way that is respectful, and they learn how to do that. And that's part of the job that I really enjoy.
What do you think a teacher's job entails?
Just basically with a curriculum they have to just tell everything that they're told to do, and mainly secondary schools just reading from a textbook.
It entails helping the students with their learning and helping them with what they're doing at a specific time. If they need help they can get it from them, and teaching them new techniques and ways of how to learn things.
I think teacher's job entails lots of different things. In the college, he must inspire students. He must teach them. He spends time with teachers. He tries to make friendly relationships and make them feel comfortable, make a comfortable environment.
Would you ever consider becoming a teacher?
I would, for the enjoyment of teaching the people so they can get into the industry, because it's a good industry to be in and it's fun and exciting. I think teaching it would be just as fun as if I couldn't get into the field, so I'd be like, yes, be a teacher, because then I can help other people achieve their dreams.
No, I don't like teaching personally. I don't think I would be able to teach anyone. Maybe I would have skills, but personally I wouldn't want to do it.
Not really, never something I've been interested in.
If you was a teacher, how would you plan to make lessons fun?
If I was a teacher, I actually have no idea.
I mean, try and incorporate some practical stuff to do. So get them to do something interesting and then do something a bit more course related and a bit more down writing and stuff like that. And then at the end of it, I'd give them an incentive to work towards. So maybe a game or something a bit more practical they could do as well.
Well, I wouldn't just read from a textbook. I'd find something interesting and something related to this topic, but not just read this and talk about. I'd show videos and stuff.
What is your favourite type of teacher?
My favourite type of teacher is someone who is enthusiastic about the subject they're with, because it makes it 10 times more interesting if they're just not into it and they're just a teacher and they're just oh, I'm going to teach you this. It's something that's more enthusiastic about it.
That's it.
The one that just basically lets you get along with anything you want, but also helps you when you need it.
Funny teacher, who is serious, but sometimes when the time is right, he tells maybe he tells a few jokes, and he keeps the whole emotions in the room to be not very gloomy or stuff like that. He makes it funny and entertaining.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you've learnt lots about teachers. See you next time.